propaganda, fake news. I love all the things that people lie about today. You go on social media, you see some sort of news article about something, and it's a coin toss whether it's actually true or not. Did this politician say that? Did that celebrity really do that? You will never, ever, ever, ever know. Because even if they do get it wrong and the celebrity tells you that, why would you believe the celebrity? These people are literally being paid to have a good image. Of course they're gonna lie to you. This is why you don't trust any form of media.
You don't ever trust a YouTuber or any form of public personality. No one is to be trusted. Everyone's a freaking liar.
Except for me when I say subscribe for more freaking amazing content. That's right, I'm doing a One Piece series right now where every single week I drop a One Piece analysis. I'm going chronologically from the beginning all the way. It might take years, but I'm doing it. I'm talking about the things no one talks about in contexts that you request. That's right, today I'm talking about the God King of Propaganda, Lord Buggy the Clown. I'm just gonna get this out of the way right now. Buggy the Clown, one of the best characters in One Piece. I'm just gonna get this theory out of the way right now. Buggy the Clown will become Pirate King in One Piece. I'm just gonna say this right now. No one expected Buggy to be a recurring character, let alone a relatively prominent and important character in One Piece. Let me walk you down memory lane a little. Buggy is this goofy ass looking gag motherfucker character that they introduced in the beginning whose fruit power, oh my god, it's the first devil fruit opponent Luffy has in the story. Well, he's gonna do something impactful. That's right, he could detach his body parts. Oh, that is correct. He could be in one room and his penis can be having sex in the other room. In fact, he is literally the only character in all of One Piece that can canonically screw himself. I know you're thinking Luffy could do it. I don't know, but if he bends it around there, it's gonna kind of be rubbery. It's just not gonna. I don't know why I'm analyzing this stuff, okay? My career is in shambles, which is also kind of a One Piece reference. It gets to the point that One Piece is just long enough that it covers goddamn everything that could be covered. It covers so many things, whether it's fight scenes, mysteries, drama, thrillers, character pieces, revenge, betrayals, or even meta commentaries on society. It even covers propaganda. And if I made it sound sexy, that's because it is. Lord Buggy is a character that is a fantastic meta-narrative on propaganda and how it actually works. He's introduced early on as a one-note villain that has to be looked at as almost a gag. Serious enough that Luffy can actually somewhat struggle against him, and he somewhat does struggle against him, but not serious enough that he actually poses any form of threat. His fruit needs to be goofy enough that it's funny, but also at least somewhat serious enough that it could do something. And it pulls off all these roles so well in his first fight with Luffy that you're gonna see this guy and you'll be like, all right, this is just an introduction to the wacky world of devil fruits. We didn't see a strong one, but I mean, it's good to know that devil fruits are weird in this way. It's funny to see some fruit on fruit action. I mean, the dude gets arrested and put behind bars pretty quickly. Not like we're ever gonna see this guy again. He's not even gonna be relevant in the next chapter. In the next chapter, Luffy's up against fighting much stronger opponents. Bro, the next devil fruit user that Luffy actually fights after him is pretty much Smoker. And we saw how that went. This dude is all the way down on the totem pole. He is never going to pose a threat or viable character moment in the story ever again. Or that's so we thought. When Luffy's in Impel Down, you know, he's in there, he's trying to save his bro. He ends up meeting up with Buggy. Buggy kind of helps him because they're acquaintances from the outside, and I guess it's an enemy of my enemy is my friend type situation. They kind of team up. They have this whole jailbreak. Buggy is inspiring the people that he caused the jailbreak, and when the jailbreak happens, which was completely thanks to Luffy, with the help of, I don't know, Crocodile and freaking Jinbei, like actual heavy hitters, Buggy is the one that, you know, incurred the favor of the people. The inmates that escaped, well, they're thanking Buggy for it. Impel Down is a prison that's never been escaped from in the past. This is the first jailbreak in the history of Impel Down. And when people think of the absolute legends that were able to succeed in breaking out of this goddamn fortress, they think of Monkey D. Luffy, who later becomes an emperor, and Buggy the Clown, who becomes a warlord. In the historical record books, this is a feat under Buggy's belt. Does he deserve it? Frankly, no. No, he does not. But you see, history doesn't care about that. History will always accredit it as Buggy's W. That in turn will give him clout. That in turn will give him respect. That in turn will give him a crew, people willing to lay their lives on the line to die for Buggy. Buggy then just needs to keep playing this lie along, keeps bluffing and bluffing and bluffing, bigger and bigger bluffs as time goes on, until eventually either his bluff is called and he's absolutely annihilated from the limelight, or he can keep getting away with it. You see, if you're playing poker, every single round, if you bluff and everyone sees that you're putting in a ton of money, you're freaking going all in every round in poker, they're gonna fold against you unless they have some really good cards in their hand that they're willing to go up against your bluffs, that they're willing to go up against all the chips that you're throwing into the pot because, well, goddamn, you seem really sure of yourself, don't you? You just went all in. But it only takes one even mediocre hand to call the bluff at one point and you are absolutely destroyed. This is the life of lies and treachery on the propaganda seas. I absolutely love that there's a character like Buggy, not only because I think One Piece gets away with being a comedy anime so well, but also because I think it's such an actually good meta-narrative on the state of propaganda today. You know how many people do amazing things or invent cool things and their idea just gets stolen by the businessman that was able to actually market it right? So many people are not worthy of the respect they're given. It's ironic when you see so many YouTubers and people flexing on how rich they are and how many Bugattis they have and what color is your Bugatti. Then it turns out that they're kind of just a broke bitch. I don't know, maybe they're in prison or something. I don't know, things just aren't going well in their life, but it doesn't matter because they just need to present themselves as an extremely happy, successful person with a great headspace and 6 bitches on their lap. The presentation is worth so much more than the actual reality of it, right? And that's exactly what Buggy is. Buggy is a walking, talking bag of propaganda. He has people and freaking simps simping up to him and propping him up on their shoulders. He is the power of the respect that he's given. In One Piece recently, something pretty crazy happened. They abolished the warlord system. All the warlords, the idea that there were these protected class of pirates that was, you know, working for the government if they ever needed. And Buggy was able to get in there because, again, of the clout he had. Once the warlord system was debunked and they wanted to actually declare war on the warlords, something came into effect called the Cross Guild. I literally predicted this. I saw this coming. I predicted it on the One Piece Virgin podcast, a One Piece podcast that I used to do until we caught up and stuff. So I'm pretty well versed in One Piece is what I'm trying to say. But in this Cross Guild, you have former warlords like Mihawk, one of the strongest characters in the story, Crocodile, one of the most terrifying characters in the story, and Buggy as the leader. We end up seeing how this happens because Mihawk and Crocodile, they are more than happy to have Buggy as the de facto leader and fall guy of the group. Why the hell do they need to put their neck on the line? They don't care about this clout. They're just in it to survive. I don't know. They want to thrive, baby. They don't want to deal with his headache, and they're like, all right, Buggy wants to? All right, sure. He'll be the freaking punching bag. But in the eyes of the world, this is a man so terrifying and powerful. This clown, this dude, so scary. Not only was he legendary in his escape of Impel Down, which he orchestrated, by the way, himself, and all the people will tell you that because all the prisoners that escaped with him, that he was the one that was sucking up to them. He's the one with all the simps. Why would they believe that someone else did it? He has the simps. Follow the man with the simps, baby. That's what history's taught us. And this is a man who later was recognized by the government as a force to be reckoned with and established as a warlord of the seas. A man so dangerous that after he joined the warlords, they had to disband the warlords. And you do know that there are some Reddits, r/One Piece World Politics, discussing, well, I mean, the warlords disbanded kind of right after Buggy joined, which is kind of like, it's almost like it's Buggy's fault or something. Maybe Buggy was making a rebellion among the warlords. And you know what solidifies that cringe theory that's completely untrue, that's on all the Reddit boards in Captain Morgan's Reddit site? Well, what are you going to say about this one? Buggy, the legendary fighter? Well, he started something called the Cross Guild. Yeah, now he has former warlords working for him. Imagine being so badass that not only are you a new recruit to the warlords, not only was the warlord system just completely debunked after you joined it, but other warlords are flocking together to work for him. This man, he's like the next emperor. This dude might become the Pirate King. In the eyes of the world, he is an absolute threat. He is someone of so much reverence and power, politically speaking, and it's completely based on nothing. That's the beauty of writing a character based and fueled on propaganda. He hasn't changed at all. He doesn't think of himself as someone great, even a little. He's cowering in front of Mihawk and Crocodile when they actually confront him. He hasn't changed, not even a little. He's used to being treated as some sort of royalty, and that'll definitely screw with him if that goes sideways, which it probably will at some point. And even though, in the eyes of the world, he is this all-powerful being, I don't know, maybe someone that's gonna start putting bounties on Marines. He has assembled a force so strong he can contest with emperors. This dude has a higher bounty than Blackbeard! And it's all based purely on propaganda. Bernie Madoff scammed billions purely based on propaganda, based on investors willing to invest with him because of fake successful ventures that he's been on in the past. See, on the one hand, yes, Buggy is a gag character. He's funny, he's not worth his reputation, he's not strong enough to be considered among the peak people that are running this world. He's not even supposed to be someone respected enough to even be part of the game, but he is. He does have that respect. He does have that clout. And the beauty of this story is that it really tackles every facet of reality. One Piece is a fantastic, brilliant tale, and I'm so happy I decided to do this series on One Piece, where I could really break down and analyze every little bit, talking about how One Piece is just so damn good. It is an actual masterpiece. And not only does it do such a great job when it comes to covering all the different political ideologies, politics, fights between authoritarianism and anarchy, and all the different hullabaloo, fun stuff, character development moments that you want. It has everything that you could want in any possible drama, and it does cover notable, relevant topics like the power and respect of propaganda in the most, in my opinion, hilarious and well-written way I have ever seen. Buggy becoming a warlord, and then becoming the leader of the Cross Guild, and then who knows, maybe eventually becoming the Pirate King. In a democratic sense, it would be like some sort of politician through memes on social media and extremely loud boasting and boosting of themselves actually blowing up and becoming powerful enough to become the president of the United States. Now, we've seen Trump become the president, and that dude's not even a politician, which is why I think so many people loved him. But in today's world, where propaganda is so extremely powerful in building clout, fan bases, factions, simps, and actual armies of people willing to put their lives on the line for some ideology that they don't even know what they're supporting, they're just supporting the propaganda and the idea of this ideology. I think Buggy actually being a force in the world of One Piece is some of the strongest character writing and meta-narratives I have ever seen in fiction. That's right, One Piece is a goddamn masterpiece. Deal with it, subscribe, leave a like, let me know what you want me to cover on the next one. I was thinking of covering bounties, like the concept of bounties on One Piece, like how that's a really good way of measuring power levels and why it's often inaccurate. But again, let me know what stuff you want me to cover next time. Have yourself a most wonderful evening, and remember to stay weird, fan. Oh, Buggy will become Pirate King. You will quote me on this in 5 to 10 years when the story ends, and he is Pirate King. Maybe he won't be Pirate King at the end. Maybe he'll only be Pirate King for like a few minutes, and then Luffy kicks him off or something. I don't know. This man will have the title at some point, or people will at least consider him as a candidate. You'll see. You'll see. They called me crazy. They called me crazy, but I see the future. I'm telling you. They called me a madman.